Today I'm going to talk about Canva. I've had a lot of people ask me about Canva and how to use it, and that it can do your head in, which it can, but it's actually really simple. So all it takes really is someone just to show you how to use it, a few simple things that can just make all the difference. So this is what this is about. What I want to do is show you how to use Canva and show you how easy it is. And for anyone who's listening who doesn't know what Canva is, has never heard of Canva, Canva is a graphic design tool, which means that you can edit pictures, you can dicky them up, you can put words over images, all that sort of thing. You can make lovely Facebook headers and group headers, etc., etc. I use it all the time. So what I'm going to do is give you a walkthrough of Canva. So as always, if you have any questions, let me know. So let's start. Let's learn to speak English. Okay, so here's what I'm going to go over today. I'm going to give you a walkthrough of Canva, and hopefully it's going to make it really easy for you. So if you watch this and if you find later on there's something you still don't understand, or I haven't covered something, whatever, just post it in the comments. I will come back to it. Keep an eye on the comments all the time. I'm going to show you how to do a meme. A meme is just a picture with text overlay. I'm going to show you how to do a header, which is like a header of a Facebook page. I also tell you, if you don't know already, why it's a really good idea to change your header on your Facebook business page regularly. And I'm going to share a tip that most therapists miss out on when they're posting anything on social media, particularly images. And I'm going to, if you want to take this further and learn more about not just Canva, but other ways of kind of getting your business out there, I'm going to give you some information on my course, Upsell Therapy. And I'll also share about social media savvy, which is a great way of using social media. Great tips about posts and things and actually getting bookings through your social media as opposed to spending hours there looking pretty and getting nothing out of it. Have a little quick look at lotions and potions, 5-oil facial and Indian head massage. And then I want to share with you where you can get some really good photos for your social media, etc. Now, I would really recommend as much as possible that you use your own pictures, even if they're not perfect, because it does draw people in. And if the images are very stocky, photo-ish, you know, they like clients lying in impossible positions that they couldn't possibly be comfortable in, with a huge big smile plastered over their face, etc. So the stock images are great to keep you going, or if you're short of a picture or whatever, or you just need something to, you know, just to tide you over. But as much as possible, take as many of your own pictures as you can. And as I said, you don't need to be perfect. People are not looking for perfection. People are looking for the real deal, kind of what are you actually like, you know, they don't want a plastic kind of a screen, sort of. So I hope this is all making sense. And if it's not, as always, let me know. So I just keep an eye on the phone for the chat. That's the reason why I'm looking away. Okay, so just before we go into it, just in case you don't know me, I know we have a lot of new members who may be listening to this or listening to the replay. I am an aromatherapist, holistic therapist, and holistic tutor for over 20 years. I've taught for ITEC and VTCT. They're the main awarding bodies in Ireland, and I think in the UK as well. I'm now running online training courses due to the huge demand for online. Even before COVID, people were finally wanted online because of the convenience. I've worked in a lot of centres and schools. I've run my own centre, the Centres Holistic Centre, from 2012 to 2019. I have tried loads of ways of building my business, and loads of ways that didn't work and loads of ways that did work. And what I'm trying to do through these classes and through my courses is to help you to build up an abundant business without spending hours and hours marketing and without making, hopefully, the mistakes that I made. So I'm going to go straight in now into Canva and just show you how to use it. So this is what you see when you come into Canva. So it's canva.com, and it'll bring you into something like this. If you've already created images and designs before, they will all come up here. And if you want to see all your images and designs, you just go over here and click see all, and they all come up. Okay, so that is Canva. And then when you want to create something, when you want to create an image, you come up here to the top right hand side where it says create a design. Sorry, I said image earlier, it meant design. And then you pick what kind of design that you want. So Facebook cover, Facebook post, Instagram post, A4 document. There's lots of other ones. You probably won't be using most. You can do print stuff like posters, stuff, etc. You can do a Pinterest pin. Good Lord. Anyway, you don't need to go into all that. Just to give you an idea of what you can do with Canva. So you click up here and you click on create a design. So when you click on Facebook post, it'll bring you into here. And you have on this side different kind of templates. There are hundreds of templates. You can pick one, you can change the writing, you can change the colors, you can do all sorts of things with it. So I don't know if you can see that okay, but you can pop in yourself at any time, obviously, and take a look. So Canva is free. I forgot to mention earlier, Canva is free. There is a paid version. The paid version is really handy because you can have folders and you can change the image sizes really quickly, as in change from a Facebook post to an Instagram post really easily. But when you're starting out, I wouldn't recommend that. I would just say go straight for the free one, get to use it, find your way around, and then later on you can go for the paid version. The paid version is around, I think it's €13 a month, which is pretty good. But just something to consider for the future. But I'd always suggest when you're starting out using something new, that you use the free version first and kind of find your way around. So I know some people who are watching this and some people who have watched the replay have had their brains fried by Canva. And as I said, it's really easy to use when someone shows you what to do. So you start off with your blank template. And over here, you've all different things, says she helpfully. Uploads are pictures that you have already uploaded. Photos, and actually this is really handy. I only discovered this very recently. Photos in Canva are pretty good. And as far as I'm aware, most of them are free. And there's some which are free with the pro version. So when you're paying for Canva, you get all the photos free. But having said that, most of the photos are free. So, sorry, excuse me. So let's say you want to have a picture of a massage. Just go in the search bar. So I'm in the search bar just above the photos. Typing in massage. And then you have a load of images that you can choose from. And they're not too bad. I mean, some of them are obviously completely fake, but some of them aren't too bad. Like this one here is not bad at all. Not using enough pressure though, her thumb should be in more. This one is a pro one, which means that you would have to pay a bit extra, or you either pay extra if you don't have the pro version, or you don't get it without a pro version, I'm not sure. But there's a lot you can look around. Like this one here is free. It's fine. Yeah, there's quite a few of these actually. I don't know how many were actually pro, but if you look around, you will find free images here. And if you do go on to get the pro version, it is really handy because you get access to them all. I'm not an affiliate for Canva. I'm not getting paid for anyone joining Canva, by the way. But here's a nice other free one. So it's obviously not somebody's own picture. It's obviously a stock photo, but it might do you fine just to keep you going. So next one down, then we have elements. And we've all sorts of things. You can have shapes, you can have frames, you have kind of cartoon little pictures. If you wanted to have arrows pointing to somewhere, and if you're looking for something in particular, say you want an arrow, type arrow in the search bar, return, and you scroll down until you find the one that you're looking for. And all of these things you can move around to suit yourself. So I hope that's making sense. So I'm going to show you really quickly doing a meme. And I'm going to use a picture that I already have. So what I like to do a lot is make a kind of a frame. And the easiest way to make a frame is go into elements, and then you're looking for a square shape as opposed to a square frame. So this would be a frame for a photograph or a grid or whatever, and then this is a shape. Now, if these are coming up for me because I've used them before. They might not come up for you first of all. So what you just do, if you look for something in particular, I'm going to type in shapes. So there we have all the shapes, and I'm going to go for the square one. I'm getting two apparently. So if you have anything, sometimes you get two, just anything you want on your picture or graphic or whatever, you can just take it off. And then what I want to do is make this cover the whole image. So, sorry, if I'm going too fast and if you don't see what I'm doing, let me know. So around any element, you'll have these little white, dots, what do you call them? Anyway, white thingies. And to make something bigger, all you do is click on it. So I am right clicking, and then I'm pulling up with the left. So right click and then pull down with the left. I hope this is all making sense. Unfortunately, I can't show you the keyboard. Right. And then I'm going to find a picture. Now, if I was just starting and I hadn't used Canva before, I would go into uploads, or else I would just, so you can click on uploads. Now I showed you this already, and your pictures come up. These are ones you've already uploaded to Canva. If you want to upload a new image, just click on upload an image, and then you can pull up an image from your computer. So it's actually really easy. As I say, when someone shows you, it's really easy. Well, I hope you find it easy. Let me know. I already have a couple of folders with different pictures in it. So what I'm going to do is just use one I've already done. So this is a picture I just took of my phone. And again, what I'm doing there, I'm pulling on these little, whatever you call them, around the image. So right click and pull up. Right click and pull out. You can play with it a bit. So I hope this is all making sense to you so far. And then what I want to do is put some writing over it. So I'm going over here to the left hand side and I'm clicking on text. You just see a big T and then text under it. I'm clicking on that. You have an option of getting kind of fancy sorts of texts if you want to use it. So I hope you can see this okay. I presume you can. So what I'm going to do is add a subheading. I'm just making sure that there's no questions. So if anyone is stuck with anything, let me know. This replay will be up so you can watch it as much as you want. So now I can't think of some fancy words to put over. So I'm going to say, should have thought this before, shouldn't I? Right. Right, you can probably think of something better than that. Give me 60 minutes and I'll take you from stressed to relaxed. So I'm just going to, I'm not crazy on the text style, so I'm going to change it. And what I'm going to do is go up here to the left hand side and you can see open sans is a kind of text and there's a drop down arrow beside it. And then what will come up then is other texts you might have used. And after that then all the text available comes up in alphabetical order. So what I would suggest that you don't use a text that's fancy. So you go for, say, something like this. No one's going to be able to read that, no matter what size it is. So I know some people go for, they want to have it looking fancy and all that, but generally, the easier you go for, the better. That's another one. It looks nice, but it's not that clear. So just as a personal, I like a text called Poppins Medium. You can also do Poppins Light or Poppins Bold. Right, give me 60 minutes, I'll take you from stressed to relaxed. Now, obviously, as I say, this is just, I'm kind of thinking on the fly here. So I want to move the text around and it's not happening. So what you need to do, you can see it's kind of, the line around the text is highlighted. So what I can do there is edit the text. I can change it, I can add more, etc. But I can't move it. So I'm going to do is click outside the image. This was something that drove me mental. I couldn't understand why sometimes it worked and why sometimes it didn't. I could move it now, then I couldn't move it. Didn't realize what I was doing was clicking on the outside. The line disappears from the text. And then you can move it around. Right, so as you can see, it's not very clear. You're not going to be able to see that writing. So what you need to have, you can do one of two things. You can either make the image more transparent. And what you do is you click on the image. So as you can see, the text is highlighted again. So anything I do is going to affect the text. So I'm going to click, I'm clicking on the image. And then you can see there's a line around the image. So the image is what I'm editing now. And then I come over here. And there's a couple of things over here. And one of them is transparency. So it's just like a series of dots. So I'm going to click on this. And I'm going to reduce the transparency. So you can bring it down to where you can still see it. But you can, the image, the text is standing out more. That's one way of doing it. And another way of doing it, I'm going to bring this. So again, I'm working on the text because the text is outlined. So click off the picture, of the whole image. Click on the picture, so I'm not confusing you. And then I'm going to bring the transparency back up to 100%. what I didn't like about the transparency there was that the orange colour was coming through. And then what I'm going to do is put a little box behind the writing so you can see the writing, but you can still see the image. And for that, I'm going to go back over here to Elements and clicking on Elements. And then I'm going to, because this is coming up for me because this is what I used recently, but you can type in whatever you want. So I'm going to click on this square box. This is a shape as opposed to a frame. And again, I'm going to make it the size I want. So left clicking on the little bobbly things. I'm sure there's a more technical term than that. And drawing it across. And same here. And putting it across. And then bring it down. And so as I say, if anything I'm doing, if you're looking at it and I'm doing and going, what did you do? I didn't see what you clicked. Put it in the comments. I'll be happy to show you again because I know this can be a bit kind of annoying to say the least. What I want to do then with this box, I don't want it to be that colour. I'm going to make it white. So the box is outlined. So that is what we're working at the moment. And up here on the top left, you can see the colour. And I want to change the colour. So you're going to click on the colour and then pick whatever colour you want. Now you can also go through a whole range of colours and kind of play with them and pick the one you want. Or if you want to, you can even add your own hex code. So if you have a website, you'll have certain colours on the website. And each of those colours has a hex code. So you can find a hex code and then you type the hex code in here. And then your image will come up. I'm trying to get one of my hex codes offhand. Hang on. So if anyone wants to know how to get the hex code, let me know and I'll put up a website for you. So just put the wrong one. When you type in the hex code, the exact color will come up. So if you have a website and you want to use the exact same color on your images for your social media as you do on the website, you can do it easily enough. So, media, great. So what I want to do, I want to change this color to white. So clicking down here on white, and there we go. And then what I want to do is make this more transparent. I don't want a big glare and slash of white across the picture. So I'm coming back up here to the right hand side, top right, to the transparency icon. So now I'm going to left click. And then you have transparency here, not to 100, so it's 100%, which means it's completely non-transparent. And then it's going to bring it down, slowly bring it down. I want to have it so that I can see the image. And I can also see the writing. Right. And you can play around with this as well. So when you're working with the actual texts, it's basically the same as any kind of Word document. And then I just want to change this background a bit. So I'm clicking on the box so I can work on the box. And then coming down to this little thingy, pull it down, right click, left click, and then pull down. And again, left click and drag it in. And you can move that image, that box around. You can make the box, if you want, cover the entire picture. So not too bad. Now, and then I did mention I'm going to show you a mistake that a lot of people make and how to fix it. And that is when they do social media posts, they often don't link back to their website or their booking page or whatever. So I'm going to put another box in there. I don't know why they come up different colours. So what I'm doing there is left clicking and dragging it down. Pulling down a little ball thingy. I just want more room for text. And again, I'm going to change the colour. So clicking on this, I want it to be the same colour as the frame. So clicking on that. And then I'm going to use some text. So clicking over here on the text. You can go for any subheading or main heading or whatever, and you can change the size. And then I'm going to drag this down. So again, once it's highlighted, I can edit the text, but I can't actually move it around. So I'm going to click off the whole thing and then go back on kind of over the actual writing. I'm left clicking and I'm pulling it down. Actually, this is leaving a bit of a, you can see the join line, there you go. And then what you put in here will be www. your booking link, whatever that is. But online booking actually is a huge, it's absolutely great thing to have. One of the most important things you can do for your business, I would think, is have an online booking option. And you can get them, they're free. That's actually covered in detail in the social media savvy course, exactly how to do it, but there's a lot of free options out there. And then you can change the text as well. So the two texts are different, it's going to change them. Now sometimes you will have different text, that's fine. That just looks a little bit weird. So there. And then if you want to change the colour of the text, you come up here. So when it was a box, the colour was over here, and now it's text. You can see, you can change the size of the text. You can change the style. Sorry, the style, you can change the size. You can change the colour. You can make it bold. You can make it italic. Now for this particular text, it doesn't let you make it italic, I don't know why. And you can underline. So lots of different things. So what I want to do is make it white. White. It could be a bit better, but just to show you how it works. And what you can also do, if you have one, is add a logo. So you can upload your logo, and again, just go up to here where it says upload, click on upload and pull up your logo. Or you can, I have one already, so I'm just going to cheat and go into that. So what I'm doing here, again, I'm making it a bit smaller. So again, I'm left clicking on the little body, button-y, whatever you call it. And then I'm going to click on it. And you can move it to wherever you want, the top, side, top, wherever you like. So that's, obviously you could work on that and maybe, you know, try different images, etc., etc. It's smaller. So rather than just having a picture with a post, this would be another option. And just to show you one more thing before I move on, actually, that you can change the text around, as in where it is. So up here, it's like, again, like a Word document. So it's aligned center. You can align it to the left. Now it's just working on that top line there. I'm going to bring it back and work at center. And if you wanted to align all the text, you highlight it and then you click it over. So I hope that is making sense, and I hope that it's going to make life easy for you if you've used Canva before and have thought about throwing the computer out the window. Let's just play with that to get it right. Okay, so I hope you found that helpful. I hope you found it straightforward. And now I'm just going to show you really quickly how to do a Facebook header. So I'm going to stop the presentation. And then you get to see me again. It's going to do a new one. So when you're in the home page of Canva, where you click Add a Design, one of the options will be a Facebook post, and one of the options will be a Facebook header. And there's all kinds of other things. There's IG posters, there's pins, etc., etc. So what I'm going to do is just scroll down and try and find one. I'm looking for one of their templates. So I just happen to like this one. So click on that. And then you can change everything on this. So I'm going to change the image. And again, you can upload an image, or you can go to images you have uploaded by clicking up here, or you can go to your folders if you have folders. But as I say, starting out, I don't recommend that you go straight into buying Canva or anything like that. So I'm going to just, again, left click on the little bobbly thing. I'm going to draw it across here, bring it up, and bring it down. You can remove the image under it, picture under it if you want. I don't suppose it makes that much difference. And then clicking on here, because I want to change the color. So I'm clicking on there's actually a little box here. Clicking on that, then going back to my main color here. And as I say, you can look for a color up here by going through all loads of different colors, or you can pick one of these down here. You can also type in your hex code. So clicking on that and then clicking on. Actually, that's not so nice, a bit glary. Maybe a bit better. Yeah. Yeah, my brain is a little bit mush, so I can't think of a phrase. Holistic therapies, okay. Right, you're going to think of something better than that. And again, you can change the color of the text. So to change the color, you come up here, you click on the color, and then you pick whatever one you want. So black is fine. You might want to change this little bar, so you click on that. So sometimes if you don't click exactly on the little bar, it won't highlight and you can't change it. I used to think that you weren't able to change it, but you can. So clicking again on the color, and then going to go for, see what it looks like. And then you don't need to go to anything else. You can chop and change, you can add text, you can take away text, and then you upload it on your Facebook page. Just one little thing about this that is important though. It looks here as though it's fine and you can see everything on it. But when you're putting up a Facebook header, always check your phone, to see what it looks like, because quite often I find that it might look fine on a laptop, but maybe that's some of the words are getting cut off because there's obviously smaller space on the phone. So it might be something like with the last few words here cut off, maybe some of the images cut off. And then what you need to do is make the writing smaller and push it in closer, whatever. So play with that. Sometimes it takes a couple of attempts to get it right on the page. So I hope this is all making sense so far. Right, and now I think that's all I was going to show you on that. If I missed anything, let me know. And I want to tell you about a couple of courses I have, and then I will show you where you can get some really good images. So the images on Canva are fairly good, maybe a bit limited if you don't have the pro version. I don't suggest that you go off and buy the pro version right away, unless you're been using it for a while and you can't find any of your pictures because they're all over the place like mine were. I put off getting the pro version for ages. But yeah, when you have a lot of images, it might be a good idea because you're going to save yourself loads of time. I think I must have spent days looking through old pictures in Canva, because God forbid I get rid of anything. Oh, you couldn't be doing that now. So upsell therapy. This is basically a 20-day plan to upgrade your therapies, raise your rates, and attract more clients. Social media savvy. It's a step-by-step guide to creating social media posts that are interesting, that they're engaging, they pull people in, and they get you bookings, because there's no point in doing the most interesting, lovely, beautiful post if it's not really doing what you want it to do, which is increasing your bookings. And also Lotions and Potions is all about creating beautiful natural products. They are fantastic for personal care. Most people doing this course, they never buy another skincare product again, myself included. You can also use them to upgrade your treatments, and you can use them to create an extra income stream, as in you can sell bespoke products to your clients, as in made just for them. Indian head massage. This covers a seated version of the treatment and a lying version of the treatment, and I'm updating that shortly with more information on how to actually get your business going with Indian head massage, because there's so much scope there for using the seated version, the lying version, to showcase your treatments, to do corporate massage, etc., etc. Huge amount of scope there. And 5-oil facial. It's beautiful natural facials using 5 signature blends of essential oils. So you get a step-by-step walk through the facial and making each of the blend, and how to use essential oils, contraindications, etc., etc. And you can use it as a deluxe 90-minute standalone treatment. You can use it as a 20-minute treatment. That's going to, be an upgrade to your treatments. And I mean upgrade, like if you're adding on a mini facial to a massage for 20 minutes, I would charge for it. And I would have it as, this is my deluxe massage, includes a natural facial sort of thing. And there is information in the course about how to market your 5-oil facial, how to let people know how good it is and why they should book, etc., etc. But I'm upgrading that into a video, so it's easier for people to absorb, I think, and you can listen to it while you're waiting at the school gate. I think you would. So upsell therapy, basically what you're doing, you're learning 5 mini treatments, and that is a sinus massage, a mini facial. It's not the 5-oil facial, it's more of a basic facial. There is body brushing, there is a sugar scrub, and there is something else which escapes me. It'll come back to me. So upsell, and as well as that, it's not just about learning the treatments, then it's using those mini treatments, which are really quick, really easy. They cost you next to nothing, but they make a big difference to your clients. And it's using them to upgrade your treatments, upgrade your rates, so you're kind of standing out as not just being, and I don't mean just, but just being able to showcase yourself properly. And it's not only massage, you're doing massage plus this, so it kind of gives you a bit of an edge. And we'd also go into quite a bit of detail about how to market your therapies. So we cover a bit on social media, not as much as we do in social media savvy. We do a lot of local marketing, and a lot of therapists who use local marketing, as in flyers, business cards around the local area, etc., are spending a fortune and wasting a lot of time. Not exactly wasting a lot of time, but you know, if you go out with a flyer drop, you're not going to get a huge result from that. And you have to have a return on the work that you do and the price that you pay for your material. So I'm going to show you some kind of clever ways of actually getting around that. I'm also going to show you how to tell your clients about your new treatments without feeling kind of, oh God, I can't ask that. They think I'm looking for money, you know, sort of thing. But it's just to share it kind of naturally and easy with no cringe factor, because I know what that's like. Social media savvy. So what this course is about, it's about creating social media posts that will fill your appointment book on autopilot. We'll go over 90 compelling post ideas. So you don't just want a post saying, these are my prices. You want a post that's going to draw them in. You want a post that will help people to get to know you. So a bit of background about you, because people buy people, they don't buy things. So I have put together, as I say, over 90 really compelling post ideas. You'll probably have a lot of fun doing these as well, I would think. And of course, you can use Canva for it. I will go a bit into photography tips. Nothing major. I'm not a photographer, but just how to get really nice pictures using your phone, and maybe a tripod if you want one, but very minimum, very little equipment. And I'll also be sharing something really important, is how to get online booking from your posts. And I go through in detail how to set up an online booking system that you can use on social media, or you can use on your website, and you can use in any kind of random internet thing you're going to be doing. As you can see from that, it's well worth 150. You get your 150 back in no time. If you get 3 treatments out of this, you get a lot more than 3 treatments out of this. You have your money back, and then you have another source of income going on, as in you have more bookings going on. Okay, so just briefly through other courses that are going up shortly. So Lotions and Potions is a lovely course as well. You make your own natural products. You can nourish the skin, reduce aches and pains, upgrade your treatments. You can have an extra income stream. So it's really important, I think, that you have more than one income stream, even if they're both from your holistic therapies. So you can sell bespoke products to your clients, you can upgrade your treatments and charge extra, etc. And that'll be covered in the course as well. So 5-oil facial. This is a natural facial. There's 5 signature blends of essential oils. We also cover a sinusitis massage. The sinusitis is also covered in the Indian head massage. We do a TMJ treatment. TMJ is temporomandibular joint syndrome, which is actually, you mightn't have heard of it, but actually it is quite common, where the joint here gets really tight and very uncomfortable. So 5-oil facial is really, really popular, and it's not just dealing with the skin, it's also dealing with stress, and it does so many benefits to it. And then we have the Indian head massage. Lovely course, very versatile, beautiful treatment, and a great way of growing your business as well. We look at the seated and lying massage, how to use essential oils in Indian head massage. And most insurance companies actually are, once you have learned how to use essential oils in a particular treatment, they will cover you to use essential oils in that treatment. So you don't need to be an aromatherapist to use oils in Indian head massage. So if it's something that you're thinking about doing, or you're wondering about it down the road, check with your insurance company to be sure. But the vast majority I have dealt with have no problem covering therapists for using essential oils. We also look in detail about how to grow your business with Indian head massage. So if you have that course already, we do have that covered, but not in video form, as more of an ebook. I'm going to make it into a series of videos, makes it much more easy for you to learn and use. I've been asked about where would you go to get photographs, and Canva is one option, but for a lot of them, as I said, you would need to have the pro version. Now, it's not very expensive, but I wouldn't recommend you buy it until you use Canva, play with it a bit. A site that's very good is pixabay.com. And I looked on Pixabay before and I couldn't find any massage, aromatherapy, reflexology, acupuncture, any kind of images to do with therapies. And then someone told me you need to look for free massage images, free reflexology, free whatever you want. So you actually get pretty good images, and the Pixabay are free. I hope I'm on Pixabay. I'm going to click over. I'm just going to show you the site just to show you the options. I'm going to show you Pixabay app. Okay. So I hope what I'm saying is clear. I hope it's not too confusing. If it is, let me know. And this video will be up, and you can watch us as many times as you want. So here we are on Pixabay, and this is the home page, and you'd be looking for years to discover what you want. So free massage images. Not too bad. I thought there was more here yesterday, which is kind of strange. Oh, there was more here yesterday. Some of these are paid, I think, but it'll tell you when you go to use them. Yeah, these are paid, and there's a discount on them. Oh no, sorry, these are actually paid. I thought they were free. Ah, sorry about that. Pixabay, maybe not as good as I thought it was. Hope you can see this image okay. You can. Right, so sorry about that. They're not actually free, but they are fairly reasonable. And just a word of caution about using images that aren't free. And the caution is, don't do it. Because if somebody owns an image and they haven't given permission for it to be used for free, they can sue you, and they can sue you for backdating how long you've used the image for or whatever. And I've heard of people who would have used images from Google Images thinking they were free, and then getting slapped with a couple of €1,000 of a bill. You don't want that. Just going to try free reflexology images. Right, they're not free, but there is a coupon, but just to yeah, so not bad if you were stuck, but really it wouldn't take that much for you to get two trusty friends, one to be your client and one to take a photo and to take some nice images. And we actually go in a bit more detail into how to take images and get kind of good lighting, etc. in the social media savvy course. Right, so I'm going to show you the other one and hope that these are actually going to be free. That was Pixabay. Right, it's a little bit cumbersome as I'm getting around it. And I'm going into pixels now. So I'll put massage. So you have a good range here. Some of them not too bad. Look at the baby. No, she looks really angry. Maybe your therapist is late. So yeah, not a bad. And it'll tell you, should tell you on the image. Yeah, so you have a free download. I'm just going one more. Reflexology. So these ones are going to be, there's some fee for these. But again, it'll tell you. And just you can kind of click around. So play with the words. That is not reflexology. Holy moly. Okay, you sometimes get these that are not what you were looking for. But yeah, just to give you an idea. So pexels would be a good idea. I mean, it's a lot of free images that are fairly good once you type in what you want in the search bar. And just to show you one more thing on off this site. You can also click on a lot of options up here. So you want to go to yoga. It's not bad. So as I say, you are better off, if at all possible, having someone take a picture of you in a yoga pose, or you take a picture of them in a yoga pose, or whatever. But it could be a handy thing to keep you going. And then when you click on it, it'll tell you whether it is, yeah, free download. So pexels, not too bad at all. So I hope that all made sense to you. I hope you found that helpful. And I hope it made sense. So what I would suggest you do, if you want to use Canva and you've been tearing your hair out before, is that you kind of work along with me. So go back on the replay, open up Canva, stop and start a video and do whatever I'm doing and make sure it's working okay for you. And if you come across something and you say, oh, she didn't show us that, I don't know how to do that, type it in the comments and I'll throw up a quick video to show you how to do it. So I hope you found it helpful. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. I'd love to hear them. So thanks a million for listening. I'll talk to you soon. Take it easy.